Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to each and everyone, especially those at the other side of the world. There is no time and space between us, there is only this present moment, and we are one. Let's continue on diary entry number 953, February 15, 1937. Today my suffering increased somewhat. I not only feel greater pain all through my lungs, but also some strange pains in my intestines. I am suffering as much as my weak nature can bear. All for immortal souls to plead the mercy of God for poor sinners and to beg for strength for priests. Oh, how much reverence I have for priests. And I am asking Jesus, the high priest, to grant them many graces. February 15, February 15, 1937. Ngayon ay parang nadagdagan ang aking pagdurusa. Hindi lang ako nakakaramdam ng matinding sakit sa aking mga baga, kundi may kakaibang sakit din sa aking mga bituka. Nahihirapan ako nadagpas sa kakayahan ng aking mahinang katawan. At ang lahat ay para sa mga walang kamatayang kaluluwa, upang hingi ng awa ng Diyos para sa mga abang makasalanan at magsumamo ng lakas para sa mga kaparian. Inihiling ko si Jesus ang mataas na pari na gawaran sila ng maraming biyaya. So she was telling us that the pain has increased. Siguro marami sa inyo nakakaramdam ng ganitong klaseng sakit. Those who are having diseases that are pain related, hindi na natin babanggitin kung ano yung mga sakit na yon, but definitely some of you are experiencing the same pain. Parang hindi nakakayanin, ano? Pero alam nyo ba noong mga panahon na nararanasan niya ni Faustina, nakafocus pa rin siya not on the pain on the body, but for the salvation of souls, especially for priests. Dami kasi natin mga pare na kailangang unawain, kailangang suportahan, kailangang ipagdasal. All these are valid. Yung mga sinasabi natin mga bagay kaugnay sa ating mga pare, sa ating mga parish priests especially, no? Valid lahat yan. No one can say na mga ano lang, no? Mga devotees lang ang may problema. But of course, if the priests from the start are very supportive and are very familiar of the devotion and the message, ang bilis na siguro, mas mabilis pa siguro ang ating pagragasa in terms of propagation. Kasi talagang the priest has been influenced by the urgency of this devotion. Immediately, the parishioners will be formed and will be given tasks to propagate this devotion. Will reach out to as far as will reach out far and wide dun sa kanyang area of jurisdiction. Kasi yung mga parish priest, parang mga mayor yan eh, may mga nasasakupan. Ganun sana, no? But the reality is, many priests do not care. Or if they care, they do not have that passion or interest to propagate it deeply. Pwedeng alam lang nila yung devotion. But what they need to do, konti lang yung influence, konti lang yung alam talaga kung anong gagawin. So, what Faustina was doing is to offer all her sufferings. Eto, mga time na 'to hindi na niya kailangan ng ano, na mortification. Kasi she was already suffering, she was already feeling the pain. Pero ito resulta din ng kaniyang pagsamo para sa mga tao, para sa mga kaluluwa. So, she actually was most of the time would ask God to inflict more pain on her so that kahit papaano makatulad niya yung kaniyang Panginoon, si Jesus, in terms of suffering to save more souls. But no one can equal the suffering and the giving of oneself and the dying of Jesus. Walang makapapantay, walang makapapareho. Kahit pa yung mga heavily tortured people, wala pa rin makapapantay. No? Pangalawa, if they had been suffering due to or sufferings as a result of other people's or other people are causing them suffering, hindi pa rin yan makakatulad na sabi nga ni Jesus. Hindi pa rin makakatulad dun sa pinagdaanan niya. Because that was only for him. Sa kanya lang yon. May iba-iba tayong mga level of pain, sufferings, trials na para lang talaga sa atin. At yun ay calculated ng ating Panginoon. Yung kakayanin lang natin. So we have different levels. So if you think others are suffering more than you are, nagkakamali po kayo. It may be from your eyes a suffering greater than others, but your suffering is very much related to the level of your soul. And pangalawa, syempre doon sa pagbabayad na kailangan gawin sa iyo as a result of all the sins that you have committed in the past. So maaaring ang sufferings mo ay related sa mga sins of the past. Maaari rin naman na mas maigting na pagsubok mula sa Panginoon sapagkat mas malaki pa ang gagawin sa iyong mga trials. Okay? Mas marami pa tayong harapin. Kaya kailangan masanay na tayo dun. Paano i-overcome ang pain. So those pain that you are experiencing right now, do not focus on that. Huwag kayo doon magtuon ng pansin. Kapag umaatake na yung pain, just lie down, close your eyes, and think only of Jesus. If you could pray the Divine Mercy Chaplet, maganda po yun. Siyempre, we have proven the power of the Divine Mercy Chaplet. So just lie down and pray the chaplet and concentrate on what you're doing, not on the pain. Remember, you are not the pain. You are a soul. You are not what you think you are. You are a soul. So that would really help you overcome some pains that you might be experiencing. So nakakatulong ka sa ibang kaluluwa. Just, okay, madaling sabihin, ano? Because hindi ko naman nararanasan. Kasi ang sinasabi lang naman ni Faustina, offer this for the poor souls. So, syempre nga naman, mahirap sabihin because I am not in that situation. So, habang wala ako sa ganung sitwasyon of that greater pain, magpapasalamat ako sa Panginoon. Thank you, Lord, for all the blessings that you have given me. Thank you for giving us the strength, the physical strength to do all my tasks. Napakaraming task, no? Subalit, sa dinami-dami naman ng ating mga um, atas na binibigay sa atin, if we would focus on the souls that would benefit all these things that we're experiencing, magkakaroon tayo ng transformation. In fact, the pain subsides whenever we refocus our attention not to the ailing body or to the sick body, but to the poor souls in purgatory. Malilimutan natin yan. I have many times experienced it na talagang the pain has struck and I redirect my focus in praying for the souls para hindi ako masyadong maapektuhan ng pain. And it's really effective. I think it's effective na yung ipo-focus mo yung attention mo sa ibang bagay more kaysa doon sa nararanasan mo at the moment. Again, let us offer all our pains and sacrifices, not just for the poor souls, but to all our priests. Panalangin natin sila lahat. Tunay na sila ang susi sa mabilis na paglaganap ng debosyon. Subalit, syempre hindi lang naman sila. So let us not get stuck to that thing. Halimbawa, talagang tayo ay pinipigilan ng mismong pari natin, huwag tayong ma-stuck doon. Marami pa tayong pwedeng gawin to propagate the divine mercy word. And who knows, baka yun talaga yung binibigay sa yung pagsubok ng Panginoon. Kasi nga, marami tayong mga kaparian na kailangan natin i-influence. Hindi naman yan darating at hindi naman yan magkakaroon ng change of heart kapag walang intervention. So, we intervene by praying for them. Offer for them all the pains that we receive. Offer for them all our weaknesses. Lahat ng nararanasan nating hirap. And in that way, hindi lang tayo nakakatulong sa mabilis na pagpapalaganap ng debosyon, kundi marami rin tayong mga kaluluwa ng mga pari na naililigtas. Hindi ibig sabihin to, ang yabang naman itong mga devotees na to, natuto lang mag-chaplet. Sila na lang ang maliligtas. No, it does not mean like that. Hindi rin ganun ang sinasabi ko. But it's just that, kahit naman tayo, hindi tayo assured that we will be saved. All of us who have been praying the chaplet every 3 o'clock in the morning, been patiently waking up, hindi naman makaka-assure ito na ligtas nga tayo, makakaligtas tayo, makakabot tayo sa dulo ng walang hanggan. It is not a, hindi ito, it does not give full assurance kasi nasa atin pa rin yun. Because if you will just be doing lip service, nag-uusal lang kayo ng panalangin, ng chaplet, no? And you never change your character, your attitude, mahirapan pa rin tayong makapasok sa pintuan. Sa dulo, tayo pa rin ang mga kailangan ng mga pare na hindi naman naging deboto ng banal na awa, subalit sila naman yung kapag nilapitan natin na tayo ng umpisal ay gagamitin ng ating mahal na Panginoong Yesus para magpatawad sa ating kasalanan. So yun po. No? Huwag nating maliitin na bagamat hindi sila debotong katulad natin, hindi makakamtan ang pinangako ng Panginoong Yesus. I still believe that they have a role to do. Kung hindi man sila maging aktibong deboto, they still have a mission which is a part of the great plan of salvation.